Mel Tucker is fighting back, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. I love a fighter. Now, he was stupid. He was idiotic. He was targeted. He was a lot of different things. It was not all his fault in this, and that's why he's released a lengthy statement through his attorney that I'm going to go over in 1 second. I'm going to hit you with some of the highlights. But basically, he says, if you want to fire me, we're going to take that shit to trial. Get your 12 and we gonna take that to trial. I love that. I love that about this situation. A lot of, if you saw my previous video on this, just the update on it, what I had predicted, but basically what I thought was going on, he shed light on a lot in the statement. I'm going to read it and you're going to see what I was saying. It really felt like he was targeted, which he says he is. He feels like it was because of Michigan State. He brought up the Nassar allegations and all that stuff that made it a toxic place to go to college at in Michigan State, and he says it feels like he's getting swept up in that. And obviously he's black. He's a black head coach. He's one of the few black head coaches at the Power Five. Now, respectfully, I get that he was hired there. However, you have this person with this high amount of contract. They want to get out of it, and they're not winning national titles. It's not like your Urban Meyer, okay? And he brought up so many things. Let's get into it right now. But the one thing I really liked about it throughout his statement, he said that lady's, career, it just seems like this is a grasp at trying to revitalize her career, which I also said that this what it really seems like. It was about money, and things might have been looking tight, and decided to go after her big fish. All right, so Mel Tucker's response to Brenda Tracy's false allegations of 9/11/2023, basically saying, Brenda, you're lying. Brenda Tracy's allegations of harassment are completely false. The proceeding initiated by Ms. Tracy are devoid of any semblance of fairness for any matter of this importance, and the university's hearing schedule for October 5th and 6th is so flawed that there is no other opportunity for the truth to come out. This is why I share some truth with you now. I held Ms. Tracy to campus in summer of 2021 because I support her mission of sexual misconduct prevention. You sought her out, bro. Yeah, I noticed that part. The single presentation was her only paid engagement with the university. We developed a mutual friendship that grew into an intimate adult relationship. At this point, my wife and I had been estranged for a long time. Miss Tracy and I engaged in dozens of calls throughout fall 2021 and winter 2022, many of which she initiated. She called me, fam, and which occurred late at night. We both talked about all sorts of intimate and private matters. She told me I could trust her, and I proceeded to do just that. And boy, you a fool. I was absolutely unaware of the previous negative comments that she had made about the iconic MSU coaches, then President Engler, MSU in general, and even her more recent criticism of Coach Harbaugh that I learned about during this investigation. By the way, she got pictures with Coach Harbaugh too, talking bad about him. But anyway, the 1,200 pages of investigation materials that Ms. Tracy released to the media contains a number of important facts that any fair-minded person will want to know in evaluating this situation. 1,200 pages of investigation, meaning she was planning this for a long time. Okay, she had been record keeping just in case this would happen. Even the investigator hired by the university found that we had a personal relationship, and that we shared deeply personal and private information with each other. Ms. Tracy encouraged our personal relationship by inviting and accepting gifts from me. During the investigation, Ms. Tracy admitted requesting and accepting my gift of expensive athletic shoes, a $200 Venmo payment, and a personal contribution to her nonprofit, which we highlighted in my previous video, which was for $2,500. Not only did she accept those gifts, but she had to provide me her shoe size and address to receive the shoes, and her Venmo ID to receive the money. Hey man, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. At this level, it seems like he was a cheapskate, and maybe that's if you maybe paid a little bit more. Anyway, yes, I did have a late night intimate conversation with Miss Tracy in April 2022. Again, as even Miss Tracy's statement to an investigator confirmed, this conversation had nothing to do with the university and was outside the scope of Title IX or any university policy. By the way, while press reports have called it a Title IX investigation, that's inaccurate. The university admitted there's no Title IX jurisdiction, so the investigation of my private life was relegated to an alleged policy violation. While I am saddened by Ms. Tracy's disclosure of the sensitive nature of this call, let me be perfectly clear. It was entirely, bold font, mutual private event between two adults living at opposite ends of the country. She initiated the discussion that night, sent me a provocative picture of the two of us together, suggested that she may look what she might look like without the clothes, bold font one more time, and never once during the 36 minutes did she object in any manner, much less hang up the phone. That's a long ass time for phone sex, bro. I don't know. Seemed like I should be able to knock that out early. Anyway, following the call, it was not until 4 months later, only after Miss Tracy's next paid presentation was postponed, and only after I complained to her that she and her assistant were spreading rumors about my marriage, that she ever told anyone, including her therapist, best friend, or attorney, that she was offended by the call. In fact, she gave me every indication that everything was fine. She sent me a happy Father's Day text 2 months after the call and repeatedly expressed the desire to return to MSU, telling my assistants that she had a close relationship with me. Also, contrary to her allegations, I never canceled any presentation. Given a personnel change and scheduling changes as football season approached, we merely postponed it until January 2023. She chose to file a complaint instead of proceeding with the training. Now, bro, you should have made that happen, okay? She was expecting that payment and she decided to cash her chips in. That's what it really sounds like. The investigation has not been fair or unbiased. Yeah, you black, bro. I can only conclude that there is an ulterior motive designed to terminate my contract based on some other factor, such as a desire to avoid any asserting or my race or gender. The sham, quote, hearing scheduled for October 5th and 6th is ridiculously flawed and not designed to arrive at the truth. For example, in the Zoom hearing, neither Ms. Tracy nor any of her witnesses will be required to testify under oath or penalty or perjury. We cannot present or offer any substantive evidence of innocence, and there is no opening statement, closing argument, or any opportunity to explain our case. This hearing process was obviously designed for student infractions, not to address personal private acts between adults in which disclosure of the intimate details impact one's reputation and career. I have no intention of allowing Ms. Tracy's character assassination to go unaddressed. Ms. Tracy's attorney told us from the very beginning that I should not lose my job over her allegations, but that it would take a lot of money to make it go away. Her twisting of our personal relationship months after it concluded is designed to revive her career and destroy my life. I love it. One of the most absurd allegations by Ms. Tracy is that if our relationship and associated facts went public, only she would be harmed, not me. As the world can see, quite the opposite is true. I've been ripped from the team that I love without any meaningful opportunity to tell my side of the story other than this press release. I'm incredibly proud of the outstanding group of men on the team, and my heart aches to be sidelined. I asked everyone to consider carefully, bold font, the undisputed facts outlined and reserve judgment until the full truth comes out. I love it, man. Fight back, brother. We'll see how it works out. Heritage Sports.